From a major product recall in Tennessee to a local teacher facing suspension over inappropriate remarks, we also have updates on a suspect authorities need help identifying and the latest in the Meta Youth Safety Trial.
We will have all that and more on this episode of APSU TV News. Welcome back to your APSU TV News. I'm Marlon Harden.
And I'm Caleb Scott. Clarksville is getting bigger, and this new advancement may bring both economic benefits and, more importantly, a drop in traffic on the interstate. A new facility in the industrial park area may take a few trucks off the road. The current route between Nashville and Clarksville includes 6 daily loops, which means 12 semi-truck trips per day traveling up and down Interstate 24 per month. That's 360 trucks. But once the facility moves to Clarksville, that number drops to 0. The new building, located at 4175 Guthrie Highway at the North Park Logistics site, will serve as a warehouse and logistics hub supporting Trane Technologies and its Clarksville manufacturing operations. While the specific supplier company has not been publicly named, officials confirm the operation handles storage, staging, and deliveries of components used in Trane's HVAC production. By moving from Goodlettsville to Clarksville, the supplier will be just minutes from Trane's local plant, streamlining operations and reducing highway congestion. The over 265 square foot facility is expected to be completed next month, with the move projected around March 2026. The project represents a $20 million investment and will create 25 new jobs, paying an average of $23 per hour pending approval. This development is part of the larger 200-acre North Park Logistics project being built by Hamilton Development Company, which will feature 2.1 million square feet of industrial space across 14 buildings. With Trane's supply base moving into the area and a major Fortune 50 distribution hub also under construction, the project promises economic growth for the region, leading to possibly a bigger and wealthier Clarksville. A jewelry thief is on the loose, and police need your help solving the case. Investigators say the heist happened the Sunday before last. More than $30,000 worth of jewelry was stolen from the Walmart on Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Clarksville now has the photo, and Clarksville police are offering a cash reward to anyone with relevant information on the case. Give investigators a call on the tip line at 931-645-8477.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is facing tough questions in a landmark social media trial in Los Angeles. Zuckerberg took the stand this week as a part of a lawsuit filed by a 20-year-old plaintiff identified as KGM. The lawsuit claims her social media use beginning at the age of 9 led to addiction and long-term mental health harm. The suit targets Meta, YouTube, alleging problems like Facebook and Instagram using recommendation algorithms and infinite scrolling features designed to keep young users engaged. Zuckerberg acknowledged Instagram bans users under 13, says enforcing that policy remains difficult. The trial also raises concern about Instagram's beauty filters. Zuckerberg testifies that some filters were temporarily removed after concerns they encourage plastic surgery. Some later returned into the name of free expression. The trial is still ongoing and could have major implications on new social media platforms designed and regulated for children and teens. A major candy recall impacting 20 states, including Tennessee. The Food and Drug Administration is warning consumers about more than 6,000 promotional packs of peanut M&Ms and plain M&Ms that were repackaged by a third-party company. Officials say the packages missing allergen labeling for milk, soy, and peanuts, posing a risk for individuals with food allergies. The recalled products were not sold in traditional retail stores. Instead, they were distributed under custom promotional labels for companies and events including Subaru, Adobe, Morgan Stanley, Best Western, and Dropbox Dachshund. Consumers are urged to check any promotional candy they may have received and avoiding eating if they have any milk, soy, or peanut allergies. At this time, no illness has been reported, but officials are urging caution.
A Rossview High School biology teacher is facing suspension and a transfer due to what school officials say are inappropriate comments about some of her students. Clarksville Now reports Von Hart's class includes students with disabilities and special needs. Hart wrote a letter with instructions for a substitute teacher and described some students as, quote, so annoying and so stupid, end quote. The sub gave the letter to administrators, which then led to a district investigation and then a one-day suspension. That's not where the story ends, though. Hart commented in an online Twitch stream about her situation, how parents had complained about her lack of professionalism and her overall negativity. She also continued to talk negatively about her students, leading to Hart being placed on an alternative worksite last Tuesday.
A familiar face in Clarksville is adding author to his resume. Local attorney and social media personality Kevin Kennedy has released a new titled book called Kev's Got You Covered. Kennedy, who has more than 40 years of legal experience, has gained a large following on TikTok through engaging legal advice videos. This makes his 7th published book and focuses on leadership, success, and personal growth. Chapters include titles like Stand Out or Miss Out, encouraging readers to pursue excellence. Kennedy says that his book reflects the values of positivity, faith, and community involvement. Kev's Got You Covered is now available online, including through major retailers like Barnes & Noble.
Welcome back to the Political Corner. Britain's King Charles says the law must take its course after the arrest of his younger brother, the former Prince Andrew. The move comes in the wake of his revelations in the Epstein files, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill are pushing for similar accountability for those in the U.S. with ties to the late convicted sex offender. Karen Kaifa reports from Washington.
Britain's King Charles arriving at an event in London Thursday, declining to answer questions about his brother Andrew's arrest.
What's your reaction to your brother's arrest?
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested Thursday morning on suspicion of misconduct in public office, according to the Thames Valley Police. It comes on the heels of the U.S. Justice Department's release of documents detailing the former prince's ties to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The Thames Valley Police previously said it was assessing whether Andrew shared confidential material with Epstein during his time as a UK trade envoy.
It's a common law offence, and it requires a really high level of proof because the potential penalty, the total potential penalty, the maximum penalty, is life imprisonment.
The former prince has denied all accusations against him and has not commented on the more recent allegations of misconduct in public office. In a statement, King Charles said the law must take its course and pledged full support for the investigation. The arrest with the potential to send more shockwaves through the British monarchy and government.
The first dramatic fallout that seems to be happening from the publication of these Epstein files seems to be more than anything else in the United Kingdom rather than in the United States, where the crisis began.
Some lawmakers on Capitol Hill calling for similar accountability here in the U.S.
Great Britain is holding its powerful and privileged to account. The United States of America should do the same.
And the king is actually saying we need to follow the law here. I wish our government were doing the same.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Some Gazans are getting a taste of the life they had before the war with Israel by enjoying a beloved sport. For many Palestinians, this is not just about physical activity. As CNN's Christina McFarland explains, it's also about hope.
A battered soccer field amid a wasteland of ruin in Gaza City. For the first time in 2 years, Palestinians are playing again. Determined to get back on the pitch after a devastating war.
أكيد الأمل جزء أساسي من حياة الإنسان يعني الواحد مجرد ما يشوف صورة الملعب ما بين كل الركام هذا وما بين كل الردم ترجع له النفس بترجع له الأمل إنه يرجع ينشط بالرياضة في قطاع غزة.
The Palestine Football Association and Gaza's soccer clubs cleared rubble from a destroyed building that had collapsed onto this half-size pitch, restoring it to life and using it to host friendly tournaments. The ravaged landscape, a reminder that life beyond the pitch remains fragile and uncertain. But for these young fans, it's a momentary escape to life as it used to be. Climbing over broken and collapsed buildings just to get a better view.
الملعب هذا كل ما يحيطه دمار، الملاعب كلها طبعا اتدمرت، لكن رغم هذا بنحاول انه نصنع إرادة بأقل القليل، بأقل الموجود.
Since October 2023, more than 550 soccer players have been killed in the war, the majority by Israeli strikes. and more than 130 facilities destroyed, according to the Palestine Football Association. 4 months into the ceasefire, and the territory has seen almost no reconstruction. Most people still live in makeshift tents without enough food or clean water. But for these players, returning to the game is an act of resilience, a way to bring joy and life back to Gaza.
الدمار لا يمنع المستقبل، فبناء المستقبل جاري وإن شاء الله هذه البطولة تكون فتحة لبطولات ثانية بإذن الله.
Christina McFarlane, CNN, London.
A new bill in front of Tennessee lawmakers is sparking strong reaction. It has to do with protections when there is a live video streaming of a person who's being evicted from their home. Shaquina Davis has a reaction from both sides of the issue.
The fact that you have what is possibly a very traumatic moment that is taking place and happening with someone, and then someone decides to go broadcast it live on social media.
For State Representative Antonio Parkinson, that moment, an 84-year-old woman being wrongfully evicted and live streamed online was enough. But for Warwick McGowan, a longtime process server for private ASAP process service not involved in that particular incident, says recording is sometimes necessary.
If landlord hadn't received any type of payments over several months, normally when we come, it's like 3 to 6 months behind. Then they refuse to leave, and then they want to be aggressive, want to fight. Like I said, refuse to leave. So we start to record.
Now, those two perspectives are at the center of House Bill 2041. The proposal would prohibit private process servers from live streaming evictions in real time without written consent or a court order. But it would not ban recording altogether, only live broadcasts.
What happens is when the person that's being evicted, when their belongings, personal belongings, valuables, furniture, is sat out there on that curb, people start pulling up and start taking that stuff.
Parkinson says live streams can expose children, medical information, and exact locations, putting already vulnerable families at further risk.
We have homeless people. You could be focusing on a bill to help people that doesn't have the necessary, how can I put it, funds or anything to move instead of trying to focus on recording.
McGowan says his company doesn't live stream but record evictions only when they're tense situations. He says even if the bill passes, it won't stop others nearby from streaming.
If somebody across the street starts recording, that doesn't affect us.
To me, it is exploiting individuals that are at their lowest.
Parkinson expects to bring the bill to Tennessee House members on Wednesday. Stay tuned for the weather after this short break.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Hey Malachi, it's good seeing you. How's your week been?
My week has been pretty good so far. I just can't wait for the good weather that's coming through. It's gonna be pretty cold though.
Really?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. But let's get into it. Okay, thank you all for sticking with us today. My name is Malachi Gibbs, and I'm just going to give you the local and national weather today. So, as you're going to be making your way to class today, you're going to notice that it's going to be pretty sunny, and also the winds is going to be moving through as well. So, as we get into tonight is going to be moving to the low 40s, And as well with that, it's going to be clear skies, so it's definitely going to be cold as well. And then as we move into the weekend, it's going to be cold weather. And you're going to notice that there's going to be some clouds rolling in as well. And then the national forecast is going to be cold all over the country. And in Atlanta, it's going to be 71 degrees. But yes. And after this, well, thank you all for sticking with us for the weather. After this brief break, we're going to hop it to sports.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water.
Yeah, the black
and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As veterans, we can tell ourselves a lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hello, Governors fans. I'm Braelyn Ryan with this week's sports update. We have lots of celebrations across the board from Austin Peay Athletics, with record-breaking performances, big wins, and historic moments for the Govs since last weekend. Track and field competed at the Vanderbilt Music City Challenge and the Sanford Bulldog Open on February 13th and 14th. Sydney Freeman broke the Austin Peay 5K record by nearly 10 seconds, a record that stood since 2012. The Govs also earned 12 top 3 finishes across the 2 meets. Governors softball secured 2 wins in Louisiana on February 14th after a 2-game loss. They defeated Lamar 5-4 in Game 1 and followed it up with an 8-7 win against McNeese in Game 2. At the Evansville Tennis Center, Govs men secured a 4-3 victory over the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles. Govs baseball opened their season with a doubleheader against Las Vegas Rebels. They lost Game 1 8-9, but came back strong to win Game 2 5-3. Cade Shatwell struck a career-high 7 batters, and Cole Johnson's first hit was a grand slam that gave Austin Peay an early 4-run lead. February 16th and 17th, women's golf traveled to Woodland, Texas, and finished the golf throwdown in 13th place, just 5 strokes behind Eastern Kentucky. Playing at home on February 14th, the Governors women's basketball had a loss against West Georgia, with the final score of 74-95, with Aviana Shields leading with 23 points. And a congratulations to Jemiah Branton, who is named ASUN's Freshman of the Week. Following the Govs games, the Govs men's basketball team took on Bellarmine, remaining undefeated at home with the score 90-70. Zaire Collins set the freshman record with 14 assists, earning the most assists by a freshman in the season, and added 6 points for his first career double. Collins continued an incredible run, becoming the first sub to score 24.6 games, earned multiple honors week in Blue Hansen National Player of the Week, First Player of the Week, and AM League of the Week. Coming up at home, baseball hosts their first home series of the season starting today at 2 in the afternoon through Sunday against Eastern Michigan. And women's basketball tips off at 2 in the afternoon against Bellarmine Knights on Saturday. That's all I have for sports. After these messages, we'll be back with more news.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Everyday life is full of stories that inspire, entertain, and connect us. Let's take a closer look at the people, trends, and moments that bring color to our world. Many of us enjoy memorable soundtracks to our favorite video games. Now you can see and hear these musical masterpieces in a new production at Maybury Concert Hall. The Gateway Chamber Orchestra will be performing Power Up video games in concert on March 8th at 4 in the afternoon. You will hear popular scores from such games as Star Wars Outlaws, Hollow Knight Silksong, The Baby in Yellow, and many more titles. This family-friendly concert will last a whole hour and aims to entertain gamers from all walks of life, with some amazing composers bringing the whole thing from the screen to your very eyes. You may be just the perfect fit for a certain indie film, short film, or even a Christmas movie. Filmmakers are in Clarksville shooting these productions and need actors like you. These roles range from day players to supporting roles and even the lead if you're feeling spicy, and may even pay up to $10,000. And that leaves me to wonder, what are you waiting for? Opportunity may knock, but it won't wait for you to open the door. So don't lose your chance for what may be the chance of a lifetime.
Clarksville could soon be getting another Chick-fil-A site. Plans have officially been filed with Clarksville Montgomery County Regional Planning Commission for a new location along Fort Campbell Boulevard. If approved, the restaurant would sit on 1.69 acres lot of land, including 90 indoor seats and 16 outdoor seats. Plans could also show for 71 parking spaces and a double fan drive-through designed to improve traffic through flowing peak hours. The proposed site would feature 2 entrances and 2 exits, one directly off Fort Campbell Boulevard and another connecting to Ashbury Road. If approved, this would become Clarksville's 3rd dine-in drive-through Chick-fil-A, joining Madison Street and Wilma Rudolph Boulevard locations. The proposal is expected to be discussed at the Regional Planning Commission meeting on Tuesday, February 24th. Civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson has died at the age of 84. Jackson passed away peacefully Tuesday at his home in Chicago, surrounded by family members, according to his daughter. A protege of Dr. MLK was a key figure in modern civil rights movement and the founder of Operation Push and Rainbow Push Coalition. He also made history as a 2-time Democratic presidential candidate in 1984 and 1988, paving the way for future black political leaders. In recent years, Jackson battled progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare neurodegenerative disorder. Tributes have poured in from leaders across the political spectrum, including former presidents Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Joe Biden. Public memorial services are expected next week in Chicago. Jackson's passing marked the end of an era in American civil rights activism. The 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan has reached the midway point and the competition is heating up. Norway currently leads overall with a medal count of 33 medals, followed by Italy with 26 and the US with 24. American ski star Micheal Schifrin captured gold in the women's slalom, her 3rd Olympic gold medal, solidifying her legacy in alpine skiing. In snowboarding, Japan's Mari Fukuda won gold in American slopestyle, with China's Su Ying claimed the men's title. Norway's Johan Hoslot Cabo made history with his 7th Olympic gold medal in cross-country skiing. On the ice, Jordan Schultz delivered multiple gold medals for Team USA in speed skating, including an Olympic record performance in the 500 meters. Meanwhile, the U.S. men's hockey team advanced to the semifinals after a thrilling overtime win over Sweden. With several days still left to go, the athletes from around the world continue to compete for Olympic glory.
A mischievous toddler has to be freed from his own private ball pit, creating amusement for everyone. And in Virginia, it's Lassie that falls down the well, not Timmy. Plus, a furry 9-week-old is the latest trainee with the North Dakota Highway Patrol. Colin Jeffrey brings you these stories in today's Take a Look at This.
A toddler in Missouri found a foolproof way to win at those tricky claw machines. Just climb inside it while visiting a recreation center in Webster Groves with his family.
I literally glanced over there. He was pretend playing with the claw machine.
2-year-old Cooper King wasn't satisfied just pretending, so he took matters into his own hands.
They were just like, Cooper, your son is in the claw machine. And I just like,
The police department, fire department, and even someone from the vending machine company all came out and got the disappointed toddler out of the machine. Cooper was clearly having the time of his life, and everyone seemed to have a pretty good sense of humor about it too, with posts of his adventure going viral. In Lynchburg, Virginia, a rescue of a different kind saved a dog after it fell down an old well. A family's 2-year-old dog, Winnie, was roaming outside near the abandoned well, which they thought had been filled and secured. When the ground gave way, the pooch plummeted about 50 feet to the bottom. Rescue crews worked near the unstable surface for about 3 hours, eventually lowering someone into the hole and successfully pulling Winnie to safety. She's now resting at home after her ordeal, left with just some minor injuries. Well, after 2 rescue stories, it's only right we highlight the next generation of rescuers. Introducing Bo, this good boy with floppy ears and face wrinkles is training to be a hard-nosed police canine who will search for missing people in North Dakota. But for now, the only thing this baby bloodhound is searching for is toys. For Take a Look at This, I'm Colin Jeffrey.
So while it may also be February, it's also Black History Month. So how are y'all celebrate Black History Month?
You know, I usually try to go out to some, museums, try to learn more about our culture. Just trying to, I guess, just learn. I just like learning. You can't go wrong with learning.
I had the opportunity to host a fashion show for Austin Peay. I just taught students how to dress business casual and business professional, and had the opportunity to show their personalities as well. Just to show them that as people of color, we could still dress nice, but it could be affordable as well. So yeah, that's what I did for Black History Month.
Heck yeah, right.
I've been supporting Black-owned businesses, so like restaurants, makeup brands, just supporting the people.
That's real good.
Yep.
You never can do
gotta
too
clock that.
much. Oh yeah, you gotta clock
You
that.
definitely gotta clock that. We gotta clock
Can
that.
we,
That
clock
was-
yeah.
We can't go wrong with that. We can't go wrong with. You can't go wrong with Black Love.
You see the crew right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You can't go wrong with
man.
Black Love people. You
We
just
gotta
can't
do
go wrong.
that, and then we gotta watch Black Panther. Gotta watch some like old. What's your guys' favorite like black-made movies?
Probably Friday.
Friday's real. I love Friday.
We gotta get you to watch Friday.
That is good.
I've seen Friday.
Right.
What are you talking about, man?
Right.
Well, anyways,
Anyway.
that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU TV Clarksville and at Instagram at APSU_TV. Thank you for watching your APSU TV news update. We'll be back next time, and as always, let's go Peay!